Good day to everyone, especially to our panelists, Dr. Roque Langkoy, Dr. Alter Rivera, and to my former advisor, Dr. Arvin A. Andakaw, and also to our MAED PE advisor, Dr. Poralan. So to formally start, let me first introduce myself. By the way, I am Jeffrey J. Sulit, a licensed professional teacher and also a student of MAED PE in the University of Immaculate Conception. So to begin, let me present to you first my title. So let me share my screen. So the title of the research that I'll be conducting is Motivation and Individual and Team Character in Sports as Predictors of Athlete Satisfaction of Special Program in Sports Students. So for the introduction, this is the background of the study. So meeting athlete satisfaction requires a lot, if not different types of motivation. Excuse me. For them to develop their own character towards the sports that they are into. So the types of athlete satisfaction may lead to positive or negative performance of an individual depending on the motivation that he or she receives. That's according to Cranmer and Solito 2015. So satisfaction is very important in every athlete to boost or create different types of enjoyment and motivation like happiness, inspiration, life goals, and many more. Types of games, coaches, and even teammates could give a big impact in developing the athlete's character for him or her to enjoy and be motivated in his or her sporting field. And that's according to SAMA 2015. So the related studies for this research are intrinsic motivation, self-efficacy, self-determination, grade motivation, career motivation. We also have way different people think. Think about your teammates, think about your coaches and team. We also have competence satisfaction, autonomy satisfaction, and relatedness satisfaction. So those are the related studies. Anyway, the related studies are based from the um, indicators coming from the variables. So these are the research question. So we have number one, what is the level of motivation when analyzed according to intrinsic motivation, self-efficacy, self-determination, grade motivation, and career motivation? And number two, what is the level of individual and team character when analyzed according to way different people think or act, think about your teammates, and think about the coaches and your team. We also have what is the level of athlete satisfaction when analyzed according to competence satisfaction, autonomy satisfaction, and relatedness satisfaction. We also have number four, is there a significant influence between motivation and athlete satisfaction? And last but not the least, is there a significant influence between individual and team character and athlete satisfaction? So for the theoretical framework, so this study is anchored to social exchange theory, where this exchange could result in a variety of outcomes, including athlete satisfaction, where different factors may trigger different types of fulfillment that can be caused by exposure to different types of characters that generates motivation to all players. This theory was developed by Sullivan 2017 as cited by Audrey et al. 2022. So for the research design, so this is a quantitative research. It is also descriptive research design, correlation study. It investigates the significant influence between motivation and individual and team character as predictors of athlete satisfaction. So for the participants, so the participants of this research are the student athletes of special program in sports of the school year 2022 and 2023. So their qualification they should have 2 years of sporting experience based on based on the sports that they are into. So since they are special program in sports, or they are students, from the special program in sports in our school, we make sure that all of the students enrolled in this program have at least 2 years of sporting experience by like joining the Palarong Pambansa, the provincial meet, the regional meet, or anything that is related to sports. And also the participants are coming from the division of Davao Oriental, and the sampling that I've used or I will be using is random sampling. So there will be 150 students who will participate in this research or survey. So the research instruments, so there are three sets of questionnaire that will be used to gather the information about the athlete students. So those information will be answered by the students through the questionnaire that I will be providing. So the questionnaire are all converted into Likert scale. So this is how they are going to rate the question that they will be given to them. So for the 4.5 to 5 flat is very high, 3.5 to 4.49 high, 2.50 to 3.49 moderate, 1.5 to 2.49 low, and 1.00 to 1.49 is very low. So it's also the same for the other variables, the individual and team character, athlete satisfaction. So this is my research questionnaires. So this is for the motivation, and this is for the individual and team character, and this is for the athlete satisfaction. So the statistical tool for my research is I'll be using the mean person product moment correlation and the regression analysis. How am I going to that's how I'm going to interpret the collected data. So these are the reference. So I put three references. So these reference are from my questionnaire where I get all the questionnaire for the variable. So some of the reference will be presented during the title defense. So that's it for my presentation. Thank you for listening. And again, this is Jeffrey J. Sulit, a MAED PE student of the University of Immaculate Conception. Thank you and have a nice day.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Let me present my paper entitled The Relationship of Speed and Reaction Time to Running Performance of P3 Students. Physical education and its related disciplines, such as physical recreation activities, club sports, and some other sorts of sports competitions, offer opportunities for developing and maintaining a reasonable degree of fitness. One of the important objectives of physical education is to gain physical fitness. Physical fitness in general comprises two components, the health-related fitness and skill-related fitness, which give important contributions to the fitness status of an individual. The skill-related fitness are agility, balance, coordination, power, reaction time, speed, and are sometimes called sports fitness. Speed and reaction time as part of the components of the skill-related fitness are the focus of this research and how this affect the performance of the individual in running short sprint. Related studies. Speed as one of the components of physical fitness is largely needed in sprinting and running. It is the ability to perform body movements quickly, successively, and successfully. Age is a factor in attaining speed. An individual's activity in speed reaches its peak when one is about 20 years of age. Speed depends not only on a considerable amount of aerobic activity, but also on the resiliency and responsiveness of circulatory system, reaction time, flexibility, and strength. Body mass index of a person could affect one's performance, and as per observation in international or Olympic competitions, most of the athletes who are factually in normal range of body mass index or BMI usually excelled and even held the records in any sprinting events in comparison to that of other individuals. Research questions. Number one, what is the demographic profile of the respondents in terms of age, sex, and the body mass index or BMI? Number two, what is the level of speed performance of college PE students? Number three, what is the level of reaction time of college PE students? Number four, is there a significant relationship between A, speed and running performance, B, reaction time and running performance? Number five, is there a significant difference of running performance when analyzed by age, sex, and body mass index or BMI? Number six, is there a significant relationship between the dependent variable and the control variables? Theoretical framework. Proper training, coaching, and exercise in order to achieve the goal of winning are the things needed. A runner on a track team needs good foot and leg speed in order for one to have a successful performance. Speed of a total body is usually assessed, timing by athlete as he or she run as fast as possible for a given distance. Reaction time is the time which elapses between simulation or stimulation and the beginning of reaction to that stimulation. Reaction time for the purpose of physical education is defined as the interval between presentation of the stimulus and the first sign of response. And here is our conceptual framework as seen in the diagram. Okay, we have the independent variables, speed and reaction time. Our dependent variable is running performance, short sprint, and the control variables, age, sex, and body mass index or BMI. Our research design, we will use descriptive correlational method which will be used in this study, which aims to provide static pictures of situations as well as establish the relationship between different variables. Statistical tool. For the descriptive statistics, wherein the mean and the percentage shall be used. For the relationship, person R shall be used. Mean, standard deviation, t-test, and regression. How my participants for this research or study shall be the P3 students, more or less three sections or 120 students from Davao del Norte State College, and I will use random sampling. And these are the references. Thank you. God bless.
Good day, panelists. I am John Emerson M. Latiada. I am a MAED PE candidate and presenting to you this study titled with Exploring the Lived Experiences of PE Teachers Using Learning Management System and Teaching Physical Education. For introduction, the current COVID-19 pandemic has made a challenging impact on people's lives across the world and has become a problem for education, especially in physical education learning. Chul Jung and Su 2020. Teachers' utilization of different technological tools such as a learning management system that allows instructions to manage materials distribution, assignments, communication, and other aspects of instructions for their courses. Abu's War 2009. The existence of technology integration in physical education indicate the growth of technology-enhanced physical education classes. However, physical education teachers might not bring technology-enhanced teaching scenarios to life due to insufficient of experience, missing resources, lacking ICT literacy, and vice versa. On the global context, the study conducted by Sential et al. 2021 specified just under 40% expressed that they need more additional exposure as they did not feel confident with their current skills and providing quality PE. Specifically, teachers were struggling the most with technology issues and resources for teaching in socially distanced or at-home learning environment. On a national study conducted by Halama et al. 2021, according to the respondents, they also found the lesson preparation to be particularly challenging. This is likely because they have not yet had any experience teaching PE online prior to the pandemic. In Mindanao, conducted by Nalayan 2020, in this study revealed that the physical education teachers have a difficult in reaching out students due to the poor internet connectivity while using a learning management system. This study sees an opportunity to gather a new information leading to a better understanding of teachers' travails in using learning management system in delivering physical education. Thus, the present study can also provide another perspective which is more teacher-centric since there is a need to research about utilization of learning management system, focusing in lens with them at the centric system. For the related studies, and the research conducted by Divilla Manalo 2020, teachers' challenges were expounded such as the complexity of assessment when teachers find it difficult to implement different assessment strategies since teachers were not trained in distance learning during their pre-service years. They were worried about the reliability, the validity, and trustworthiness of the response of the students since no real-time guidance was given. The Department of Education said that only around 40% of the 800,000 teachers nationwide were trained for distance learning through information and communication technology. Further, educators from Cebu City, Philippines also expressed their sentiments according to Melanie 2020. Planning a lesson during the COVID-19 widespread is way more challenging than some time recently since the concern is not fairly constrained to making beyond the learning will be exchanged to the learners, but moreover to make sure that this is conveyed to them. The planning part is complex now since the classes are online or a blended learning, RJ 2020. For the research questions, more specifically, it sought answer to the following questions. Number one, what are the lived experiences of PE teachers in utilizing learning management system? Number two, how do the participants cope with the challenges encountered utilizing learning management system? Number three, what insights can be a participant share to the academe and community with regards to utilization of learning management system? For theoretical lens, this theory of Marizo 1991's transformative learning theory is a base of principle that personal experience is an significant part of the learning process, and an understanding leads to changes behavior, beliefs and assumption, values, association, feelings, and attitude by an adult learning and the experience. If transformative learning occurs, a student will undergo a shift in perspective that influence subsequent experience. Faculty members reassess their interpretation of the current learning and teaching community. This drives teachers to challenge their own beliefs, views, perceptions, assumptions, and aspirations. Lee and Tsai 2010. Consequently, transformative learning is a process which we examine questions, validate, and resize our perspective. For the research design, this is a qualitative study made use of phenomenological approach as Choi 2014 described. The qualitative approach addresses the social aspect of research, the shared values and lifestyles shared by a group of people, and is the focus of this intellectually inquiry. Relatively, the phenomenological approach was defined as the science of essence of the consciousness as mentioned by Bayer 2020. However, various development in phenomenology as an approach qualitative research has emerged in late 20th century. For the participants for this study were 17 senior high school physical education teachers who are using or utilizing a learning management system for at least 1 school year. All participants were from 3 different private schools here in Davao City, Region 11. In the conduct of the study, the researcher employed the proposive sampling method. This technique is judgmental, selective, and subjective. The researcher intentionally selected the study informants based on their ability elucidate in subject concept or phenomenon. It is a form of non-probability sampling. These are some of the reference on this study. And that's all. Thank you.